Guys, today I want to have a look at a map here in Farming Simulator 25. I think it's been out for a little while. I think I saw it come out some time ago and I kind of overlooked it, and I regret overlooking it, although at least I found it now. It's a really great map. It's called Louisiana Map. And for someone like me who, if you see my videos, I speak a lot about how I love American maps. I want to find a good American map. Somehow I overlooked this one. I must have seen it on the modhub, and I don't know. I must have been busy at the time, or maybe it didn't look that impressive. But today we're going to have a look at Louisiana Map, and I tell you, it is awesome. We're going to talk all about it. We're going to take a little tour of the map, and I'll talk about the features here. I came here just to check it out, and I kind of started farming. Yeah, and it's really incredible, so I want to talk about it. Let's have a look at it here on the map screen. So here's an overview of the map. Now, one thing is, the first thing I noticed is, I was like, ooh, what fields do we own? And when you go to farmland, it's like, oh, wow, that's weird. Why is this all one piece of land? I'm not exactly sure why it's one piece of land. There's some things in the map that are a little perplexing. My guess is they don't want you breaking up your farmland, and either way, it's fine. The only thing about it that's kind of odd is that because this is all one field, it's divided up into either 3 or 4 fields, however you want to look at it. You can't really tell how big they are because this is all one 39-hectare area. So, sure, maybe I don't know exactly how many hectares these fields are. It's okay. But yeah, that's a bit odd, but this is all what you start with right here, and it's big. So I don't know how big. I don't know how to compare it because I don't know. But what I know is it's big. I didn't even put a dent in it with this harvester. So anyway, this is the land you start off owning here. Now, it looks like most of the all the production and sales points and everything are down here in town. Now, also, in the description of this map, it says it's based off real terrain in an area of Louisiana. It says, like, an area. It says it, like, twice in description, not specifying where. I don't suppose it matters where. I just thought it was funny that it's, like, 2 places in the description. It's like, yeah, so I don't know where, but apparently this is a place in Louisiana. Hey, it's cool. It has that feel. We're going to take a drive around the map and see, and it definitely has the feel. Even the house here, even the farmhouse here, I think has the right feel for Louisiana. The just the ambient animal sounds in the backgrounds, the flora around here, the house, all of it screams Louisiana. We're going to hop in. I think we got a truck around here. Let's find us a truck. I think we got one. Yeah, we do. Parked over here behind the house. So the map's got a good deal of decoration everywhere you go. Some of the roads are less straightforward than others, which I like. So let's see. So leaving our house. Now, one thing is the roads aren't necessarily on the map. Kind of annoys me a little bit, but it's no big deal. Once you learn where the roads are, you know where they're at. So we're right here. This is where your farmyard is in this area here. Now the main road is right here. It's easy to see on the map. There's a road from your farm that goes, which is not here, but on the map anyway, but there's a road that goes here, and this is how we're going to get to town. So what I'm showing you is you go this way, and this is the main road that actually has traffic on it that goes into town and stuff. You can also go this way off into these hills, and not hills, but it's pretty flat. This is Louisiana. But you can go this way through the roads in the backcountry, and that's really cool too. I want to go, well, we're going to go both ways. We're going to check out all kinds of stuff. So this is the equipment it starts you off with, and yeah, this is where it's parked. I didn't scatter this stuff. It just, it's like, here's a bunch of equipment. It scatters it out. It's fine. There's plenty of room. There's plenty of buildings here, actually. There's plenty of places to put stuff and build more buildings, whatever. But yeah, there's the starting equipment, or most of it. There's another tractor somewhere, and there's something else somewhere. This is really cool, very beautiful, because Louisiana, you know, it's not high water plain. It's just the land is very low. But in the terms of an FS25 map, the water plane's very high. It's right up by the road. So there's lots of swampy areas like this, lots of high water, you could say, which I think is really cool, and it creates a beautiful look around your farm here. I mean, how beautiful and picturesque is this? You know, in fact, this is like, turn off the HUD here. This is like screenshot material, right? Maybe if I had a brighter colored vehicle, a little better framing. This is thumbnail material here. Yeah, it's very beautiful. So let's check out some of this backcountry here. We'll check out in town, talk some more about the map. I've been playing on here for, I don't know, I loaded it up a minute ago, an hour 10. I've been here for an hour messing around, looking at places before I decided to make the video. It's really, yeah, there's, I believe it said there's collectibles. This does. This says there's 25. I don't know if they're the standard ones from Riverbend Springs or what, but this says there's 25 here. But anyway, so I've been here for an hour, just kind of looking around. One kind of, there's a silly, I always have my silly pet peeves and stuff about maps. I'll get that out of the way now. So some maps require you, here we're just going to drive through the back roads for a minute here. Some maps require you to, whoops, sorry, my steering is not the best for vehicles. It's kind of set for tractors. Some maps require you to download certain mods in order to fire up the map, which is fine. Some map authors don't have fully built-in assets. Sometimes they require you to download external ones for the map. There's one of those kinds that really annoys me, and it's when a map, this is rare, but sometimes a map requires you to download mod equipment or tractors. And I never understood that because it's not required for a map to have a specific tractor, and I'm going to drive whatever tractor I want anyway, so I say let me download my own darn tractors. Now, I go off on this, but I've been annoyed by this before. I've seen maps that inexplicably require me to download tractors I don't want and will never use, upping my mod count for no reason. I say all that because this is one of those maps. So yeah, it's a pet peeve of mine. It requires you to download a couple of trailers, and no, here, it's right here. This fertilizer spreader, this trailer, and this mower or mulcher or whatever it is. These three pieces right here. These are the only mods I'm running with this right now. I'm running basically no mods because we're just reviewing a map. Why does it require, and here's the thing, here's the kicker. These aren't even in the starting vehicle fleet. So it requires me to download these three vehicles here, which I don't want, will never use, have no reason to use, and they're not even in my starting fleet. So what I'm saying is weird, right? No, it's just weird. I'm not saying no, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying freaking weird. It's a little annoying, but hey, whatever. So there's that. Okay, so long spiel just for that, but that's that. So yeah, look at these beautiful fields back here. Let's talk about the good stuff, which is literally everything else. I haven't been back here yet on this road. Wow, this is beautiful, straight and flat back here. I haven't been back here yet. I've been around a little bit. I putted around on the tractor. I haven't hopped in a car and properly checked this out. So there's a river there that runs north and south along the whole map. And down towards the southern point, there's a ferry that goes across the river at a place right here. I've been down there. I've not been up in this area here. Wow, how big is this field? So this place is really cool. I just wanted to get that one thing out of the way about the mods. I found it very perplexing. This field here, yeah, 20 hectares. That's not small. Wow, that's gorgeous. That's a gorgeous flat. And so anyway, back to the, everything else about the map, which is incredible. I keep saying in all my videos, every video, I say, I want a big, flat American map. That's what I always say. And there's a few on the modhub, but none of them are any good. Except for, I've always been a fanboy of Alma, Missouri, but I think this has got a beat on the flat area and the flat bit. And the reason I say that is because large part of American farmland is flat. Like this, really. I like this. Besides, regardless, everyone has, stuff they like. What I like is big flat American maps. Here we have a really good one. That's what it looks like so far. Let's take another drive through here, or drive through some more of this, and we'll get to some of the other places in it. So, I feel like I went off kind of long with the mod thing. It's just a silly, perplexing pet peeve. That said, however, when you go to the dealership, this is the only thing I can figure. Those three pieces of equipment I showed you are parked at the dealership. And now, obviously, the map author here was striving for realism. It could, you'll see that when we get to the town. The town is beautiful. It could be that the place this is based off of sells that equipment at the dealership, and it's in here for realism because it belongs to this area or something. Possibly. It's not a huge deal. It's three things, but whatever. It's more whatever than anything. I love all the bushes, all the flora around here. The bushes, trees, and as we get along the rivers, you'll have all the reeds along the road. It has a very, I don't know, at some places, I think it's almost remnant of some South American maps that I've been on. Yeah, so, I guess we have now made our way down to the ferry. So, it takes a minute to ride this thing, but we're kind of down here now, so I don't want to abandon our truck. So let's just ride the ferry here. And we're going to take this road and loop down into town. I really want to farm here. I'm going to have a lot of fun here. Now, I've said that about a few maps, and I have farmed on a few maps. I've recently been having a lot of fun on a certain Polish map, Sobolowo. I've posted videos out here and there, including my recent, or yesterday, precision farming video was filmed there. But it's beautiful and it's picturesque, but it does not suit my need for a big American map. Well, and what I mean is, in America, we have wide roads and we have big spaces. I can move around a John Deere with double wheels. I crave that kind of freedom, and European maps just don't have it. There's, you know, that's why I always kind of lean toward American and Russian maps. They're really the only places with enough room. And when I say America, I do include Canada. You know, American and Russian maps are like the only ones you have room to get out there with big tractors, and it feels like home. You know, so there is that as well. This is in America, but this is not a part of America I'm usually familiar with, so it's kind of cool. We got the big open roads and everything like that here, but also, and why I said parts of it almost feel like, and I wouldn't say it feels like South America, no, but it feels like some South American maps I've seen. In that just some of this back countryside, not necessarily here, but where we were earlier, or maybe it's the reeds, maybe it's some of the vegetation, just something about it. But anyway, you can see, I figured we'd drive around the map and I'd talk about things about it, and of course you can see, judge for yourself. These bushes are really green. It definitely stands out here that they're very green. I figure it's August. I haven't seen this place at different times of year. I don't know, but either way, it's something I noticed, but I don't think it's a big deal. It doesn't matter. The place is beautiful. This is kind of like a I don't know what this is. There's a fence here, and what is this anyway? Just a big pasture grass field, I guess. Oh yeah, we didn't even really properly check out our farm. We'll circle back around and check our farm. There's, I believe, 2 cattle pastures in our farm. One for sure. I thought I saw a second icon. We'll check that out. Also, besides the 2 cornfields you saw at our farm, there's also the this huge grass field. Huge grass field here. This could really support a major sized cattle farm. I like cattle farms. And I'm not seeing a whole lot of Louisiana maps. There was 1 or 2 for FS22. Can't remember the name. Yeah, there was a good-looking Louisiana map that came out, I don't know, a while ago for FS22. It was okay. I like this one. I really like this one. I like this a lot. Just looking around here, this should take us to town. Although I didn't look when I was on the map just now. But I love all of this countryside back here. All these big fields. I like that there's water, lots of water. Of course, we are, again, you know, we're in Louisiana. There's lots of water. Yeah, this is town up here because there's traffic. So we'll go down here. We'll check out town a little bit. The town is really nice. I mean, there's just lots of detail everywhere. Detail literally everywhere. You couldn't ask for more detail than this, really. You got cars and clutter and stuff parked everywhere. You got almost Eastern European looking apartment buildings, which, as I say that, there actually is a Polish gas station here. I guess I don't know anything about placing assets and maps, but I guess you can't always find the exact ones you want to use. It's fine. Their apartment buildings, I don't know. That one looks a bit Eastern European, and then it reminded me that there is a Polish gas station. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. It was a funny thing. I noticed lots of stuff. The shop is up here. I'm just having a look. Yeah, see, that's definitely like a Polish church. That's cool. It's fine with me. Because all the houses, all the buildings and stuff, they definitely match. They definitely have the same color palette. That church is definitely from a Polish building pack. Some of these other buildings are too, but they all, I'm down with the color palette here. I'm really down with the color palette. For sure. Let's check out the, so here's the shop. See, here's all the signs for that equipment that, I keep reading as MLK. I don't know what it is. I think it's, anyway, whatever this equipment is. So yeah, and the dealership, which is all custom. Yeah, so my guess is the reason the equipment is required for the pack is because this dealership is actually here, and the map author wanted some realism with that. Hey, I'm sure that trailer's okay. Maybe I'll use it, you know, whatever. I was just, yeah, so there's that here. And we got, so we got some production points speckled through here. So let's head back to the highway and back up and check out our farm. I've only like really begun to have fun here. Since the last couple days, well, yesterday was the first day I saw precision farming, and maybe it came out the day before. Point is, it just came out, and yesterday I spent all day farming with it. I put out that video on Cebolovo of precision farming, and that was all day because I filmed an entire video of it, putting about hours of work into it, and realized I had to reshoot the video, which just happens sometimes. So the video you saw was actually this, yeah, it was the product of working all day on that. And after all that, I worked with it some more today to kind of finish up what I was doing yesterday. And I was like, okay, I want to go to a different map and really use this on a bigger map. And so today I was looking, I was like, am I sure? I was like, am I sure that there's no big American maps? Like, am I positive? And there's some maps here on the modhub I'm just not a fan of for various reasons. And I was looking through and I was like, nah, I don't like those. I don't like that one. And I was like, Louisiana. And I was like, I guess I'll try it. And well, I regret not seeing it sooner, but it's okay. So yeah, I wanted a big American map to try the precision farming on, and I did load it in. It's one of the mods I have loaded here. One of the few mods. Yeah, here's that gas station. Yeah, it's funny, but it looks good here. All the stuff here looks good. Anyway, so this is the main road. I like all the ditches with the water and the reeds on either side of the road. It's got a really great vibe here. This whole map does. See here, you got some small rolling hills. We got some suicidal traffic. Yeah, we got some small rolling hills. I like how flat it is when you get out east. It's really, really great. We'll see our farm up here on the right. Let's see, that's our cornfield there, I believe. I believe that's our cornfield. So yeah, it starts you off with a cornfield in August, and it's ready for harvest. It's perplexing. It's a bit perplexing, especially because, so that's why I was out there harvesting. I was like, wait, is it going to let me harvest the corn in August? Yeah, for some odd reason, it starts you off, it starts you off with the cornfield in August that's ready to harvest. Okay. Hey, whatever, it's fine. I'll plant something else, or the crop will be normal for next year. No big deal. But, and maybe this was an oversight. Maybe part of this was an oversight by the map author. It doesn't give you a corn header for your harvester. I mean, not a big deal. I went and bought one. Not a big deal. That's why we're missing so much money. I think, well, I could just give myself money. If I wanted money, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Again, just one of those funny, weird things. It's like, they start you off with like 20 hectares of corn and all this equipment. They start you off with a grain header. You got like a header for wheat or canola or something. But yeah, so you got to buy a corn header. Odd. Harvest it in August. Okay, whatever. So, back here at our farm, it seems like I've been listing some weird, perplexing things about the map. May seem like I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. There's just some weird, perplexing things about the map is all. Yeah. So this is all our property. As soon as you leave that road, you're on your property. See, your land is literally starts as soon as you turn off the road. All of this. So it looks like you've got 2 cattle pens, one there, one there. This one holds 125 cattle. This one, I would imagine, probably the same. Let's pull up here and see. Oh, this is actually an indoor one. So this one probably has, this one would have milk production and everything. Okay, the other one is an outdoor pasture. Now, this one here holds 159, so this holds a lot of cattle. So this is like an indoor one, and it's got slurry, probably milk, I would assume. And then it's got, actually, this will probably just tell me if I just mouse over it. Actually, no, it doesn't say. Maybe it doesn't then. Okay, yeah, I haven't had, I've been here for an hour, but I haven't looked at everything. All right, regardless, we got lots of room for cattle. And we also got horses and chickens, I believe. Horses for sure, I think also chickens. Let's head further down this road. So this is great. I mean, you got all this land to do whatever the heck you want with. Actually, you know what I've not checked out is those grass fields. How do we access our grass fields? Maybe if we go this way, there's a left turn up here somewhere. So that's the access to the main road there. So at first, when we left our farm, we went east out into the back country. Had we just turned down this road, we would have made it. We would have gotten right to the main road, and you can drive right into town. Here's some of our equipment here for the cattle. We got a loader, a telehandler, and a mixer and a straw blower. It looks like. And how do we get to our darn grass fields? Well, we'll find out. I'll drive around over here. I gotta say, so far, I think I do think, I think this might be, as of right now, the best American map there is on ModHub. I mean, as someone who lives in America, in farmland, and I've played a lot of Farming Simulator, maybe about 6,000 hours collectively across the games, I've seen a lot of American maps. Everyone has their opinion, but I think so far, this is the best American map there is on the ModHub. None of the other ones are even close, except for Alma, Missouri is good. I think this one's better. They're both based off real-life locations, one in Missouri, one in Louisiana. I think, so far, what I'm seeing here, this one's better. So here's our grass field up here. That is massive. I mean, this is just part of it. You know, this is just one leg of it here. It's a massive grass field, and this is the rest of our cornfield. That's going to be a big harvest to start off with. I mean, you start here in August, right? And so the first month, now I usually set it on 2 or 3 day months so I can get more work done. But of course, the first month when you start a farm, the month of August is mandatory only 1 day because you can't change it yet. So you only got the rest. So when you spawn in here in August, you got basically the rest of that day to harvest all of this corn. Presumably, I don't know if it'll be withered next month or not, because, and I did check here, it has a standard crop calendar. So the corn is out of season. It's not a matter of, oh, there's an odd crop calendar. No, the corn shouldn't be harvestable till October, but for some reason it is unseasonably harvestable right now. I don't know if it will be in September or not. It's actually not a bad idea. It's something we'll test. We'll test that before we end this video, and we'll see if indeed you do only have one afternoon to harvest it all. I don't know. I love all these little areas like right here. You got this little, yeah, the high water plane is really cool. You got this water that just kind of creeps up through the ground with all these reeds and everything. Beautiful, beautiful backcountry. Looks like plenty of room to maneuver equipment around. You got small little cool places like this little road that diverges around a tree out here. All the kind of details that, you know, I think are really cool to see in a map. I think I could really get down with this place. And that's the intent. I just wanted some place a little bit bigger where I could use equipment like, I don't know. I guess everyone wants to farm. Oh, I figure, you know, like everyone wants to farm like the farms that they see around where they live, you know. And I grew up in America around certain types of farms. Kind of like this, but I didn't grow up anywhere in Louisiana, you know. I grew up in the Midwest, but anyway. So yeah, so here's our silo. We got a little shed right there, and we got us a fuel tank, it looks like. And we got this big silo, which I like. It's all right. Right here by the house. Yeah, convenient. Right by the house, right by the entrance to one of your fields. Cool looking silo. Right here we've got our horses. And I was going to get rid of this, but then I looked at it and it looks really, it's really good looking. It's really quaint right here. And they're not hurting anyone. It's taking up a really nice, just little space right here. And I think I'll just keep the horses. They ain't hurting anyone. Looks cool. So we got some horses here. I believe there's chickens on the other side of the house. There's a metal shed here. There's another metal shed over yonder, I think. I think we might have passed it originally at the beginning of the video. So I believe there's chickens down here. Yeah, I've got a little chicken pen. I like this chicken pen. It's very cool looking. I like the assets that were used here. Very cool stuff. Oh, it starts us off with eggs? Huh. I guess we start off with eggs already spawned. Alright, well. So let's, yeah, I want to see, would this corn be still harvestable next month? Just, it's one of the few perplexing things of the map because the corn shouldn't be harvestable at all right now. Let's shut the truck down. We're going to pass time real quick until September, see what happens. That is not the sleep button. No, of course not. Where, Grandpa Walter, have you seen the sleep button anywhere? Is it over here? Ah, here it is. Alright, so, yeah, it looks like the corn is still harvestable, so I guess there's that. So if you don't get it all, here, let's make sure. So I guess if you don't get it all in August, it's not going to wither on you. I imagine, just want to make sure. Now, how about we put my header down? Okay, yeah. So I guess, shut that down. For whatever reason, because the map is the way it is, the corn starts off harvestable, so it should be harvestable then I would assume through November. I assume it'd be fine. Well, that's pretty cool. Again, not a complaint. I really have zero complaints here. This place is beautiful. And look at this. Look how quaint and look how awesome this looks. So guys, tell me what you think in the comments down below. I think there's finally a really good American map for FS25. I think maybe, dare I get my hopes up, this place is really, really cool. Guys, yeah, tell me what you think in the comments down below, and subscribe if you like the content. Hit the like button. Let me know. All right, guys, I will see you very soon. We're going to have more videos coming up, probably here. And also with precision farming, it just came out. I'm still testing and using that. It's really fun. All right, guys, catch you next time.